What's up, guys? Today we're in Dune Awakening, giving you an honest review. I'm really gonna have to do some reviews for some games that I like, like older games, because it's seeming like every game I review, I just tear it to pieces. So, so you ready? I mean, we already know that unless a game is 2 or 3 years old, you're getting trash. That seems to be the case for me. First of all, the navigating is is absolute garbage. Uh, there's too many things on your map. Can't get rid of them, as far as I know. Uh, let's see, G Legend, filter. Yeah, there's too much stuff. I'm not reading all that. So maybe there's a way to get rid of them if you want to read a straight up novel over there. I'm not. But there's too much crap on your map. So finding things is like impossible. You got a mission objective or nothing. It's not like other games. No, sir. And your compass is not much better. What you got to end up doing is using your map to get close. And then once you get close, your map is useless. You got to use your compass, which is this bar at the top of your screen. It's really not intuitive. Okay, and getting from point A to point B takes forever. Why does it take forever? Because you can't really, there's not never a good time to travel, and you can't travel in straight lines. What do I mean? What I mean is during the day, it is so hot that your water bar goes down really fast. Okay, the sun will melt your face off. So, traveling around doing things during the day, what you're going to be doing during the day is what you see me doing right now. Standing in your base doing nothing. It's like the opposite of most other games, like 7 Days to Die. You stand around and do nothing at nighttime because it's dangerous at night. It's not the case here because it's so hot. The starter area is not bad. You get to the next area, the sun is going to cook your face off. Alright, and at nighttime, they got these ships flying around looking for you. And, at first, the dudes that come out of the ship are really hard. There's a ship right there. When they shine that spotlight on you, then they'll like freeze you and you can't move while E.T. and his homies drop up out of the ship and they start banking you, you know? So at first they're just straight up deadly. They'll mop you, which means they'll kill you really easily for you non-street talking people. Later on, they just become an annoyance because it's like I'm going to do something and now I got to deal with these people. Okay, so and keep in mind that you have to hurry up and do whatever you're doing at nighttime. So, getting held up like that is not good. Okay, so you got that. It's never a good time to travel, and there's no traveling in straight lines. Because, for one thing, if you spend too much time on the sand and off the rocky formations, you got the sandworm. He gets big mad about that, and he'll come and stomp you. All right? And then, even from going to rocky place, like you can't go from here to over there because you got this special stuff called drum sand. Now, what is drum sand? It's some imaginary thing they made to make it so it takes even longer to get from point A to point B. Long story short, you can't go over sand. If you want to go right here from here, you got to go here, and then up there, and then you got to climb up here. And I'll also tell you that movement is really slow. Walking is slow, climbing is slow. You run out of stamina a lot and have to stand there and wait a lot. It's horrible. So, back to what I said, getting from point A to point B is a nightmare. Number one, you can't find where you're going. Number two, it takes forever to get there. Okay? And even when you get there, like this place, it's got micro sandwich and blah blah blah, some stuff you need. It don't have much of it. And even what it does have, you can't carry much of it. Your inventory is horribly short. It's limited on the amount of items you can carry, and it's limited on how much weight you can carry. It's dumb. And your base, it's easy to build these storage containers, but you can't stack them. There's only so much room you got to put storage containers in. Okay? And then you can't build, there's never a good time to build your base, because you got to go out at nighttime to get the supplies and try not to get picked up by the spotlight ship. Alright, and then when you're building your base, you got to also go out and build it at nighttime and try not to get picked up by the spotlight ship. And believe me, you can get the Skylarking staring off into space while you build your ship, and then that thing will sneak up on you, and the next thing you know, you're in a fight that lasts 20 minutes. And if you're one of these normal people that have a life and maybe play for an hour or two after work before you put the kids to bed, it's not going to work out so well. Because the base building is problematic. Getting from point A to point B is problematic. Another thing that takes forever for no reason is items take too much stuff to build, and then they break. And then when you fix them, you see this red line. Every time you fix them, this red line grows, and you can't fix it past the red line. It's stupid. Alright, you gotta use fuel cells to keep your base going, and you also gotta pay taxes to keep your base going. And to pay your taxes, you have to pay 2,500 credits to get to the place to where you can then pay 3,000 credits, maybe more, depending on what's happening with your base or bases. Alright, it's stupid. The enemies are too hard. The things you wear look stupid. I mean, it's just... And I'll tell you some more, alright? You know I ain't done yet. The servers are straight up empty. Empty. I've looked at like all the servers, and it looks like every last one of them are empty. I've been on this server for like 100 hours, and I have not seen one living soul. See empty bases, abandoned bases like that one, pretty much dotted all over the place. Why are they abandoned? Probably because this game sucks. Alright, the resources are so far and few between that, see, that's a resource right there, that they are on your map. Salvaged metal, iron ore, granite, stone. Imagine if the resources from Conan were on your map. You couldn't do it because your map would just be obliterated with resources. Yeah, the resources are hard to come by here, and even if they wasn't, you don't have the space to carry them. And if that won't bad enough, your vehicle breaks down too. go too much longer, alright? I know it's going long. But there's not a lot of information on the internet. So spend hours Googling things, trying to figure things out, asking ChatGPT or whatever, watching YouTube, and you don't find out much because the game is new. Alright, the only people really making videos on it are the weirdos, and I guess that includes me. There's not a lot of good information out there. You got people making videos on it where they don't talk, and it's like I'm trying to read this person's mind while I'm watching the video. It just does not work out so well. Yeah, the game, I should have my head checked for just buying a game that's not been out for 2 or 3 years, but what else am I going to do? All the games out there suck. So does this one.